Right, pipe bending is a skill that you need to practice. It looks easy. However, there are many different ways to do it. I'm just going to show you one way to do precision pipe bending, which has a number of major benefits. 1, it looks more professional. 2, there's less joints, makes it cheaper. And 3, with less joints, there's no chance of a leak. Okay, these are standard benders. There are other makes on the market, such as Rothenberger, Barco and things like that, but standard benders are fairly simple to use. Parts of the bender are, this is the stop. And when you open the benders, there must be a gap here so that we can operate the stop. You can open them too far and the stop won't move. These are the formers. Now, these form the bends, right, 15mm and 22mm. These are the rollers, and then comes with the benders, we've got guides. Now we're going to look at 15mm bending. But the principles are exactly the same for 22, just more effort required. Right, the first bend we're going to look at is a 90-degree bend. But we need to get it into the right place. So, on this piece of pipe, I want from a fixed point to my new centre line exactly 150mm. So that's the first measurement I'm going to do. Measure from a fixed point and draw a line exactly 150mm. Then we need to go back from where we measured from, exactly half a diameter. Now you can use the ruler, or you can use another piece of pipe and just do that. The centre line is down the middle of the pipe, and then mark half a diameter back to where we measured from. That's the pipe marked out ready for bending. Now we measured from this end. It's important that this end goes to this end of the bender, or the pipe will be upside down. Okay. Any 90-degree bend, where we measure from, must be at this end of the bender. Now when it goes in, the bender, sometimes it's a strange tool and you'll think you need 3 hands. Remember, pipe, stop, guide. Always keep it in that order and you'll get it right. Pipe, stop, guide. Notice I haven't let go of it. Okay. Change hands and just close it in. The pipe is now on bending point. But we need to get the pipe in the right place. Now there's lots of different benders on the market, okay? But that pipe must follow that former. Now to start with, for more accuracy, use a square. Push it in, it won't go any further. And we want that line in line with the edge of the square. There's the centre line. There's the 7.5mm line. We want the square in line with that. When you get a bit more experienced, you can just use another piece of pipe, hold it in, and there's 90 degrees, showing you exactly lined up. Okay, when you're slightly more experienced, you don't need a square. You can see 90 degrees. There's the edge of the pipe, and there's my required centre line. When the pipe's in the required position, use the full length of the arms to maximise the lever principle. Pull it round. Right, less is better. We can always add. Now there are lines on the bender. One there, One there, one there. These are just guides to help us to get near to where we want to be. When those lines are in the centre of the pipe, ease back slightly. The pipe will come round and spring back a little bit when you release it. Now this end has gone nowhere. This end's done all the work. This is called the standing end. This is the running end. Always line up on the stand. It hasn't gone anywhere. Use the square. Doesn't matter front, centre, rear, doesn't matter which side, as long as you are in line with the standing end. And you'll see when we're in line with there, the running end has to come round a whisker more. Do not take the pipe out of the bender until the angle required. And there we have our 90-degree bend. To release, open, pull out the guide and release the pipe. And our 7.5mm line should be smack bang in the middle of the bend. Now, we've got to test the measurement. Okay? We wanted exactly 150mm. If I put the ruler on the end, and I can see there, 150mm is right down the centre of the pipe, exactly where required. But we started with a piece of pipe exactly 300mm long. When I turn the pipe over, I'm now reading 174. Right, the pipe has actually stretched during the bending process. This was the standing end, this was the running end. As the pipe stretches, it's known as the gain. The gain will always go into the running end. Depending on the age of the bender, anywhere from 20 to 25mm. If you're working it out on paper, how much pipe to use, 1.5 times the diameter of the pipe. Okay, that's a 90-degree bend, fairly simple. However, there are restrictions. If I want to put another bend in it, I want to come round and I want to put another bend so it comes down like that, I have to understand what the bender is capable of. As I put the pipe back in again, the radius of the bend now is preventing me from coming further down the bender. That is the closest I can get between two 90-degree bends. And on these particular benders, we work on 135mm. Anything less than 135, we can't use 290s. So we have to use a different bend. The next bend we're going to look at is called an offset.